Rory McIlroy has suffered a frustrating season so far because of injury, but he insists he's now fit and ready for an assault on the US Open this week. The 28-year-old's only started 6 tournaments in 2017, so we asked some leading journalists about his chances of winning his 5th major at Erin Hills and how concerned they are about his injury issues.
I think it's worrying. I think he's not been able to build any kind of momentum, certainly this year. We know about the ankle injury that cost him the opportunity of playing in the Open at St Andrews and then really overshadowed the remainder of that year. And then, of course, he's picked up this rib problem. I think that the concern is that the injury has surfaced and then resurfaced in very similar circumstances. After a layoff, coming back, practicing, testing clubs, practicing hard, and then picking up a wear and tear injury.
It's a worrying trend, and being so young, he's still in his late 20s. The original problem was late last year when Nike announced they weren't going to make clubs anymore, and he had to make the switch, and he went through an extreme testing week or so in Dubai, and he admitted himself he overdid it.
I think it seriously undermined his efforts to win the Masters. It wasn't the build-up that he wanted. There's no escaping that. Then he took the time off to get married. He had his equipment deal sorted. That meant more testing, more hard practicing, and the injury resurfaces.
Rory he's pretty scientific about how he approaches things now, and this is not a nice injury, and I think these are the injuries that you really do have to take time to get right, and I think he's right to actually take rest when he needs it now. He knows the really big tournaments that are coming up, and he knows he has to be in the best shape physically to be able to give it of his best. I suspect he'll be fine in the long run, but he does have to really watch himself now, because it's not a nice injury, that one, and particularly with the power and the speed that he has with his turn. I think that would affect most people.
He has to be very, very careful going forward, how he manages those long periods of practice when he does take time off. And you have to take that time off for whatever the reasons are to keep yourself fresh. So in terms of managing his body, I think there is a real priority as far as McIlroy is concerned going forward, because we know he's very fit. He does the work in the gym. A lot of that work is down to injury prevention, but it's not working. He's missing too much golf. He's not getting the momentum. And in that time that he's been away, Dustin Johnson has overtaken him. And, we've seen people like Jason Day and Ricky Fowler and that generation of players. And I'm not saying he's in danger of being left behind, but there is a danger that he's not going to be the dominant force that we thought he would be because of these recurring injuries.
But injuries aside, everything else in McIlroy's life seems nicely settled. He's recently married and just last month signed an equipment deal with TaylorMade, rumoured to be worth $100 million.
I think from a golfing perspective, I think it's excellent that he is settled. He says that the ball he's using is the best ball that he's ever used. Of course, he's being paid an awful lot of money, so maybe he would say that. But the fact that it is settled and he knows where he's going with his equipment, he's got baselines. He doesn't have to flail around and wonder if that manufacturer or this manufacturer might just have something that's a little bit better. That's all sorted now. He knows that the people that he's going to be working with in terms of the clubs that go into his bag, and I think that settled nature is very, very important.